What is up, guys? Today we're back with some more Wild Rift Esports, and of course we are going to be continuing the series that we started a couple of days ago, AHQ going up against ME. Now, if you didn't see that first video, we already covered the first two games of that series, so I will put that video in the top right corner in a little card annotation right now, so you guys can go check that out if you don't want to be spoiled, if you want to check out the first two games, because let me tell you, they were incredible. There's some Singed pick, there's a Yasuo pick as well. You definitely want to check that out. Great games so far, and I hope this series will deliver for the rest of this. With that being said, we will jump straight into the draft. So a last warning, you gotta click away right now if you don't want to be spoiled, because we will see the score, right? Okay, let's get it. There we go, we're in the draft. Let me see if everything is beautiful here. Yes, sir. Okay, perfect. Now, as you can see, it is 1-1. AHQ won the first game very convincingly with that Singed and Yasuo, but ME were able to just ban them out, and they continue to ban them in the third game as well. With those bans, they were able to win the second game with a beautiful Jax split pushing. Now, I was thinking maybe AHQ would decide to ban out that AP Jax who just split pushes so incredibly hard, but they decided to just go for standard bans with the Akali and Camille again. AHQ actually first picking that Braum. I believe they were playing it last game. No, they actually took it away from ME now. ME was boasting the Braum last game. ME again able to secure that Aurelion Soul. I believe they were picking it last game. Let me just check. You know, we have everything up on the second screen here. Yes, they're able to pick up that Aurelion Soul again, and the Vi as well. So they're running the same roster so far. They also go for the Ezreal again, and it seems like they will just go for an Alistair instead of the Braum. Now AHQ actually going for the Draven. Now keep in mind, guys, Draven, we've seen him already in esports, but only by one team. So I thought maybe it's just an off pick. I know it's a strong pick, but it's also a really difficult pick, right? And these esports pros, they don't necessarily have time to practice something like a Draven so much in those couple games where they could be able to pull it off. But seems like AHQ has a Draven player, and it is a very, very strong combo with that Braum, of course, super strong lane. They go for that Gragas in the Baron lane, Jarvan in the jungle, and Corki in the mid lane. Beautiful, super strong meta champions throughout the whole roster, and meanwhile ME goes for that Jax again. So I think we will see an AP Jax once again. This C1 player is only playing Jax so far. This is his third game that I'm seeing him. It's the third Jax game. This is absolutely hilarious. Now let's load into the game. We'll see how this game turns out. Let me just skip past the talking. There we go. Move the camera. Guys, we're getting professional at this, I'm telling you. Beautiful. Am I recording? Yes, I am. That would have been very unlucky. Okay, that is beautiful, guys. Let me hide the mouse. Okay. Ooh, AHQ here going for something very interesting. Cutting the wave. This is an Arena of Valor tactic from back all the way in 2018 in January or something. That is crazy seeing that. They instantly go to that top lane and they actually rotated their dual lane. They lane swapped. They cut the wave before it reaches the lane, before it reaches the tier 1 tower of the enemies. And now the Jarvan is just completely caught out though. They wanted to invade that red buff. He was able to secure it with a smite, but he ends up dropping. And that is a red buff for Jax, okay? And they explicitly wanted to lane swap, so they have the dual lane going up against the Jax. Jax can't farm from range, right? He's just completely cocked. So they really wanted to put a lot of pressure on him, because that Jax was honestly just carrying the last game so hard with his split pushing. They wanted to shut him down early game, but it completely backfired. You know, they had a very nice setup. Like, they have a Gragas as well. Gragas has that long range barrel, so he can always get the last hits, even if he's getting pushed under the tower by the dual lane, right? By the enemy dual lane. So it was honestly a very good plan, but they ended up overextending. They wanted the red buff as well. The Jarvan was alone, got ganked, got kicked over the tower, over the wall into the tower by the Alistair, and he ended up dropping. So that is where we're at. It's only a 300 gold advantage for ME in the end, despite the first blood, but they're still in a very good position. And what they did, they left their Ezreal bot so he can keep farming, so he doesn't waste time rotating up. They instead just put the Aurelion Sol into the duo lane, against the duo lane. They put the Alistar top, and they put the Jax mid. So this is an absolute clown fiesta already, but it is hilarious. That is definitely some nice little crafty, you know, smart decision making there by ME. Oh my god, this Alistar just loves kicking people into the tower, but how did they just allow him to, man? Well, that is the flash gone by Draven. He was able to hold on to his barrier. Let's check out these runes, by the way. It's pretty standard, right? Fleet Footwork Jax, really not standard, but it helps him sustain in a lane, which I guess he expected to go up against the Gragas, which is a very difficult lane for Jax, so it would help him sustain. Aftershock Vi, now that is a little bit crazy. I did not expect that. Maybe I should try it, maybe it's insane. Yeah, maybe we should try it. I always go Conqueror on Vi. Vi, using the Aftershock pretty well there, ults the Corki, but he is able to dash away, he doesn't get hit by the Aftershock. The Ezreal dies bot lane, 1v1 by the way, while that was going on, and in the end only Jarvan dies in that mid lane team fight. Never mind, Aurelion Sol ends up dropping as well. Ooh, the Braum flashes in, wants to dunk the Alistar, but isn't able to. And the Corki dies in the end to the tower or something. But man, that was absolutely insane. He completely missed the Alistar. He wanted to finish off the Alistar. He completely missed him. The Alistar survives with 5 health. Someone else on the enemy team survived with 5 health as well there. I believe the Jax maybe? I don't even know, but it is absolutely insane. This is so much, so much action going on. However, in the end, ME had a 300 goal advantage. Now it pretty much shifted into AHQ's favor. We're looking at a 600 gold lead. Especially due to that solo kill in that bottom lane. The Gragas, I would assume he just E-flashed onto the Ezreal. Not a lot of counterplay to that, you know. Gragas has the Ignite. Ezreal, no barrier. He should have gone barrier. He went heal instead, which of course gets reduced by the Ignite, by the Grievous Wounds. So yeah, that is an easy one-shot there if the Gragas executes it perfectly, and the Gragas is honestly just smurfing it up. Nope, he gets stopped by the stun, is not able to pursue that, but he almost got another solo kill. However, AHQ right now, just starting a dragon. And seems like ME is not in a position to contest. The Alistar was back in the base. AHQ recognizes it is a 4v3 around that dragon right now, so easy peasy. They just go for it, they get it, and this is huge. Let me tell you, this is huge. Ocean Dragon for Draven, amazing. For Corki, even more amazing, okay? So these two champions are super happy, and this double marksman threat is 100% going to outscale ME's late game here, 100%. Actually, Gragas is pretty strong too. Braum is amazing late game. I definitely think AHQ outscales, so they're not even on a clock. They're happy. Getting that first dragon, they're super happy. Next dragon will be an Infernal Drake though. So that is definitely something they will have to contest. I was gonna say, you know, if it's a mountain dragon or something, they can just chill. They can just keep farming and they can be happy with this victory in the early game. They don't even have to go too risky here. They can just chill, you know. However, with an Infernal Drake on the board, you have to, man. You just have to fight it. It is 8% bonus damage across all enemy teammates, enemy members. That is pretty insane, man. You just gotta go for it. You gotta try to get that. Oftentimes, I swear, when I play solo queue, if my whole team dies, but my jungler steals the Infernal Dragon miraculously, I am so happy. I'm like, worth, whatever. It's not really worth, but it's almost worth. It's crazy. It always gives you that late game. Oh my goodness, what a nice engage by the Vi. Q flash onto that Draven. He's able to flash away. He's sustaining. The Vi gets killed before her ult gets off there. I think she got killed while she was dashing in ult. Aurelion Sol ended up dropping as well. The Jax dies as well. Double kill for Gragas. And now this is not only a very fed Gragas, but it is also 3 people dead on ME for no people. dying on AHQ. AHQ easily secures that top lane tower, that Rift Herald. They're looking very, very juicy. Seems like after their loss last game, they will be able to pull this back. Looking very good. The Jax, by the way, going for these little spooky ghosts on his active item, on his boots. His boot enchant here. That is interesting. I can see where he's coming from. If he gets onto someone, he just one-shots them. Also, the way he's split pushing, he gets ganked, he sends those out, he runs away. Easy peasy, you know? I don't know. I'm trying to make sense of it. There's definitely... you can definitely make sense of it, just what I said there. But at the end of the day, teleport for a split pusher is very, very broken. Maybe he thinks he doesn't need it. Ooh, the Vi just engaging again. The ME Esports not caring about being a little bit behind there. They just want to engage again. They get the kill onto the Draven finally. That means the adoration stacks are gone. However, Alistair, a little bit overextended, ends up dropping as well. Mid lane tower ended up dying while a teamfight was going on because AHQ were able to place down the Rift Herald before they got engaged on. And honestly, the Draven dying, yeah, that's good, right? That's really good. Oh wait, that's actually really good. He was 0-1-3. I thought he had some kills, but he had 0 kills. So all those stacks he was collecting for the past 8 minutes are gone. So that's actually really big. However, keep in mind, we're looking at the 4-0 Gragas. My man is huge, okay? My man is thick. Let me tell you that, man. And not only is his in-game model thick, his wallet is very fat right now, okay? Because he's sitting at 7,800 gold. He is gonna do so much damage. The Corki is just as fat. Look at this beautiful Aurelion Soul ult. Pushes the Draven into the wall like a little... yeah, like a little, you know, like a little. Yeah, while I'm saying that, another team fight breaks out, guys, for the Infernal Drake, of course. As I said earlier, the Jarvan gets knocked up by the Vi ult. The Aurelion Soul does not end up dropping. The Vi drops instead. And the Aurelion Soul was able to kite it out. Was able to... No, he died. Excuse me, he died as well. The Alistair died as well at the end of that. And now this is not looking good for ME because it seems like this Jax E-Flash by Gragas incoming. It's incoming, bro. He's chasing. Oh, he flashed already. He messed up. I guess he flash queued. But he messed up. But it doesn't matter because this is the second dragon. Going over to AHQ. Yeah, Infernal. It's too big. I'm telling you. I think AHQ is going to win this game. It's not even a bold prediction, Cotton, you know, that is not difficult to predict. But the Draven low-key hinting a little bit, getting chased by that beautiful Ezreal, beautiful Aurelion Soul as well, abusing the fact that whenever he cancels his W, he gets a move speed bonus. That's how he was able to chase. The Vi ended up completely overextending. Everybody's overextending. Only Draven died, but ME is just dropping the ball right now. They just literally got aced. They got the Corki at the end as well. Cool. But yeah, they could have just backed out after the Draven kill. Would have been fine. But they ended up diving while the teleport was coming in too. Let's take a look at this. Look, Gragas is teleporting. They see it. They don't care. They just keep going. This Vi is crazy, bruv. This Vi is low-key inting a little bit. It is what it is. Yeah. I don't know what to say. That was terrible. That was terrible. I would be complaining a lot if I had that Vi in my team. I'm just kidding. Everyone has bad games, guys. Everyone has some bad decision making sometimes. She had a very great engage earlier onto that around the mid lane tier 1 tower of ME. She had that great engage onto the Draven. So, hey, you win some, you lose some. But definitely seems like a fat loss here for ME because they're being pushed out of their red side jungle. The sweepers, shining red, completely like the red Gyarados, you know, Pokemon Silver. No, you guys probably only know Pokemon X and Y, you little 5-year-olds. Jesus Christ, man. Anyway, sword shield looking at. Anyway, yeah, we have the shining red sweepers just clearing out the jungle. and no vision at all for ME. They are sitting in the dark here. And they are going to get engaged on. Beautiful ult by Jarvan is able to force the Aurelion Soul Flash, but seems pretty safe. I think this Alistar is going to be the sacrificial token here for ME's side. Actually, Jax ended up dying as well. I believe it was bot lane in the 1v1. So yeah, seems like I was thinking they would ban Jax after that last game, but they picked Gragas against it, and it seems to work extremely well. Honestly, Gragas is just smurfing on him. Gragas is the carry of this game because he's not really joining the fights too much, but he has been beating everyone 1v1 so far. Literally everyone. He's sitting on his island, on his Baron Lane island. He beat the Ezreal 1v1 early game, killed him, solo killed the Jax right now, was pushing him out all day. He's just smurfing it up. We have a Blade of the Ruined King into the Infinity Edge on Draven after the nerf of Blade of the Ruined King, okay? So that is very interesting. I was expecting no one to build that anymore on Draven, but still being built. Other than that, we have very standard builds here. Corki skipping the Mana Mune, but everything else standard. I mean, honestly, it's more standard to skip the Mana Mune. I just really like the Mana Mune. I think it's great on Corki. I think it's very underrated, especially with his buff to his AD ratios. It is insane. But yeah. Corki just poking so much. Takes a lot of poke as well by the Ezreal there at the end. But this is pretty much just what's it called? It is AHQ's game to lose here, okay? They have to commit a huge blunder to lose this one at this point. It is just a matter of waiting until they end at this point. They have a double dragon. They could go get the mountain dragon, but they know they don't even need it. They can end even faster. And Gragas has complete lane kingdom, is able to kill that Alistar there top. They have two tier 3 towers, and I think they will just end right now. That was a very, very nice, honestly, just Gragas hard carrying. Gragas hard carrying, still a broken champion after all these nerfs, still absolutely broken. Yeah, I think that's the main takeaway from this one. Still an absolutely broken piece of garbage. Beautiful. Hard carried. Well played. Oh wait! Match winner. I thought it's a best of 5. It's only a best of 3. Oh, there we go. We're already done. I thought this was a best of 5. I was gonna put 2 in 2 videos in one video, you know? Let me just check out, man. Are you serious? Is it already done? Maybe they call a match. It's 2-1. I thought it's a best of 5. Yeah, but look, match results. Maybe it's you know, we'll see. We'll see. MVP for Corki. I think he did a lot of damage like usual. 25,000, bro. Definitely did well in those team fights. Compared to the huge mid lane difference, he outdamaged the Aurelion Soul by twice. That is pretty insane, but everyone outdamaging the enemies by twice pretty much, except for that Draven getting carried a little bit, okay? That was beautiful. You can check out the builds again. Are they here? Yes, you can screenshot this if you want, but it is very standard. We've seen these in the last games. Hey, look at this. Zeke's Convergence on Vi. I really love it. I'm telling you, that's a great item. And let me just see if this is already over. Are you serious? No shot, right? No, it's not over. See? We're moving on to the next game, right? Yes, we're moving on. Hey, listen, I'm not even going to put a cut because we're already there, okay? Look at this. Boom. Easy clap. Already moving on to the next game. As I said, we'll put 2 gameplays in one. And of course, if AHQ wins this one, it'll be 3-1 and the best of 5 is going to be over. But if ME Esports or ME Sports or whatever they want to be called wins this one, then we will have a grand finale, okay, the 5th game of the series in the next video, okay, but this is gonna still be in this video, you're still watching this, but yeah, we have some very, very standard bans again. ME doesn't care, they just lost, they just took a fat L, they don't care, they still wanna, let me just move my camera, I almost forgot, guys, see, I have the gaming brain, guys, sometimes you don't forget, you know, it's crazy. Anyway, they actually ended up banning Singed and Yasuo again. They're still very confident in that strategy. They ended up picking a Vi again, an Aurelion Sol again, an Alistar again. Meanwhile, AHQ, after getting second pick, after their victory now, they actually banned Braum themselves, even after beating it. Now Corki picked again, Gragas picked again, Draven picked again. Are we just gonna see the exact same team comps? You can't, guys, you're running into a wall, ME. You're running into a wall. You just lost. You took a fat L, man. You took a fat L, okay? You gotta change up the strategy a little bit. You gotta take out that Gragas. You gotta counter pick the Gragas. I don't think the Jax is gonna do you any good. AHQ actually now going, since there's no Braum, no Alistar, because the enemies have Alistar, they go for the Janna now, okay? But other than that, you saw very, very similar team compositions, man. I went a little bit too far, I'm sorry. Very similar team compositions again. I'm telling you, you can't, you gotta switch some things up, especially in my opinion, after that game. You want to ban that Gragas, not necessarily ban, but you want to equip your Baron laner with something that can beat Gragas, right? I don't think I mean, the Singed was unplayable against for Jax, yeah, that you have to ban that, but the Yasuo wasn't really, you could leave open by Yasuo. I don't know. They just put the Jax mid lane. What is going on? They're just embracing the clown fiesta at this point. Look at this. Aurelion Sol, Alistar, Baron lane. Yeah, Baron lane, right? That is the Baron lane. Yes, it is. And then we have Dragon lane, Kai'Sa versus Gragas again. The Ezreal died against Gragas last game 1v1. Do you think he's gonna survive as a Kai'Sa? I think a Kai'Sa is even easier to kill. Ezreal can dodge away with his arcane shift. Kai'Sa, you know, if you attack her first, if she doesn't have any stacks on you, she can't really dodge away with her ult. She has to attack you first. I guess she gets a shield, which is pretty nice, but he went heal again instead of barrier. And now beautiful gameplay again by HQ, just ganking that Aurelion Sol. They recognize that the Aurelion Sol is just completely caught out there. They swoop over the walls with all their members and they are able to kill. Meanwhile, the Gragas gets killed in that bottom lane. However, first tower bonus going over to HQ. So that is very, very good for them. But look at this, man. This is the AP Jax coming in. He doesn't have a single AP item. He has a Vampiric Scepter. I'm still going to call it AP Jax because he's going to build the Gunblade. He is going crazy, man. Look at this. He does not care, bro. Okay, that's actually pretty nasty. I think that's pretty good for ME because the tier 1 tower mid lane is so important, okay? It literally opens up the map if you get it. So I think that is my cam all the way to the right? Yes, it is. Never mind. Excuse me. Catching a little bit of anxiety there. I'm not sure if everything is perfect. But yeah. I mean, is it worth... I think it's still good for HQ, you know, in the end, because as you can evidently see, they're pulling ahead by 1.7 thousand already, which is absolutely insane. However, the tier 1 tower mid, you know, if they're able to knock it down, ME, if they're able to knock down the bottom lane tower that is now low as well. Meanwhile, of course, HQ got that top lane tower, but no other tower is low, so they will take a lot more time to push the next one compared to ME here. So if ME is able to get them, maybe secure some more vision with it around that dragon, you know, because suddenly your mid lane tower is missing, you're pretty exposed. What is this? Never mind. I have no clue what that was. That was hilarious. But anyway, yeah. What? Why would he stay? Listen, guys, there's something that like if you have, it doesn't seem that bad, right? But if you have all your members in the top enemy jungle, where can the jungler be? The enemy jungler. It has to be in the other side, right? It has to be on your side from the Gragas point of view. So you have to back out. But like I was saying, ME actually just knocking their heads straight away into that tower. They lose the Alistar. But honestly, nah, it's not worth, man, because they lose the dragon. This is sloppy gameplay, man. The first 2 games were so clean, right? But this is really sloppy gameplay. I think this is really where we see that both teams are scuffed. are scuffed, right? So I'm really looking forward to the grand finale of the Taiwanese Icon series here, preseason. Aurelion Sol completely caught out again. I mean, this is just good macro by AHQ, just diving. But Jarvan, you gotta be very careful, man. That was really lucky. You took 2 tower shots that you didn't have to, buddy. The Draven flashes away. Ooh, beautiful snipe by Kai'Sa. Is this gonna be another one? Is this gonna be the Jarvan re-engages? Man, that Corki damage. Beautiful, super aggressive. Not worth. I thought he's gonna pop his barrier and kill everyone, but he didn't have barrier. The Kai'Sa gets the kill. Very, very messy game. As I said, man, I'm really looking forward to the grand finale of this Taiwanese Icon series, because honestly, this is the 3rd place match. These 2 teams were defeated 3-0 by the 2 finalists, okay, respectively. So that is gonna be should be much cleaner Wild Rift competitive gameplay here than this, because honestly, especially this game so far, that is scuffed, man. That is as scuffed as it gets. But we'll see. Maybe the Gragas will be able to pull off a miracle again. But honestly, it doesn't even need it. This is a 3.2 thousand gold lead for AHQ. They are just chilling, man. They're in a super good position. We have Jenna going for that Iron Locket enchant, the shielding enchant thingy. Locket of the Iron Solari is what it's called in PC League of Legends. But yeah, she's going for that. This is still not the nerfed one, by the way. Just keep that in mind. If you're trying to copy these builds, this is not the most up-to-date patch that hit a couple of days ago. This is, the one previous to that. But we have a huge teamfight coming, going on for that Rift Herald. And it seems like so far, even trades, I think. Nope, but I think AHQ is just gonna, no, never mind. They just kite out. Did you see that? ME had such healthy health bars. They kept chasing, but they got completely kited, man. Kept getting auto attack by this double marksman team composition of AHQ, and they took a fat L. But who secured that Rift Herald? It was the Vi. So it was ME at least a little bit of a silver lining, but at the end of the day, man, AHQ, they win the team fight and they push the mid lane tower because everyone else was dead on the enemy side. So generally you get like 1 tower with a Rift Herald push. So I feel like people in Wild Rift, also in solo queue, especially in solo queue, they fight for this Rift Herald way too much, man. It's not that big of an objective, man. It really isn't. Like, it really isn't. It's definitely good to have, but it's not that insane, man. You're not gonna scuff your jungle pathing just to contest it and lose the fight. Like, it's terrible. It's terrible. If both your buffs are up, if you see your mid laner is a little bit low, is a little bit behind the enemy mid laner, just let the enemies have it, man. You're gonna take a fat L and the game just blows up. But if you take your buffs, the enemy's buffs is up, maybe you can steal the enemy red buff or blue buff, depending on what is on the opposite side of the Rift Herald. You can make it work, you know. He gets the Rift Herald, but suddenly you have a very fat jungler, and you can just maybe even kill the enemy jungler 1v1, maybe even trap them at his buff and everything, man. There's so many opportunities to so much possible macro decisions that you can make while forfeiting the Rift Herald. Because look, they used it. What is it doing? Well, let's see what it does. Let's see what the Rift Herald does. Oh man, I'm really wondering what this one will do. Oh man, look at it. It's top lane. It's walking down. I am really wondering what this one will do. Is it gonna stop the enemies from getting Infernal Dragon? Seems like it won't. Beautiful. Enemies secured Infernal Dragon. But surely it's gonna help this Jax push a tower, right? Take a look at the minimap, Timmy. Hey, Gragas and Draven going top. Oh, it's also a Jarvan, right? Yeah, it is a dead Jax. Nice. Oh, look at this. Draven is gonna kill that Rift Herald in one hit. It got half a tower. Good job. See, guys, I'm telling you, don't lose the game for that. Don't lose the game, man. It's not even an emotional play. If you want to lose the game because you want to grief, then go for the kills, man. Go try to get a penta kill and then suicide and then everyone loses and you lose the game. That's worth. That's an emotional play. You know, that brings you emotions. But the Rift Herald is not going to give you any emotions, guys. Seriously. While I'm saying that, the Vi ends up completely getting blasted. The Aurelion Sol ended up dying as well during that fight. And we have a 2-for-0 for AHQ. Honestly, AHQ is blasting this game right now. That is absolutely unreal. They're completely... This is even worse than the previous game. The previous game, they were already stomping hard. But this one, they're just destroying ME. This is just very sloppy gameplay by ME so far. It is crazy. And yeah, the Gragas was able, after that 0-1, where he got dove, staying with 50 health for no reason, he was able to get back to 3-1. So he's smurfing it up just like last game again. The Draven is 3-0-6. The Corki is 5-1-5. 2 Infinity Edges completed. 2 Zeal items being built. Both of them have the first item as well. Blade of the Ruin King for the Draven. And Trinity Force in Corki's case. And yeah, we have Janna with Ardent Sensor with a double marksman comp. You press that locket once, everyone gets the shield, everyone gets the attack speed. GG. Game over. 10,000 gold lead. This is going to end in the next 3 minutes, I would say, unless AHQ makes a huge mistake, and I think this is not that. I don't think this Gragas dies, he gets called out. Ooh, never mind, he's done so, but look at this. They don't care. They're just going to push mid. And it might even end earlier now. Ooh, but the Aurelion is so smurfing. Good ult. Doesn't end up dying. But I think you don't have another Aurelion Sol ult. So this tier 2, tier 3 tower top lane should die now. The Corki diving very, very deep. Look at this one auto attack. Just check the next auto attack of Corki. It's gonna nuke. Ooh, he used the Zhonya's beautiful Q flash engaged by Alistar actually. But now this is just the wallets. This was actually a good engage by Alistar. You can see they're kind of dropping. But at the end of the day, the wallets speak for themselves. And AHQ is just so far ahead, have so much gold. Such a big gold advantage that they're just able to win. It seems like my prediction was more than right. I swear I didn't watch this before. Seems like ME was the one committing a grave mistake. So it didn't end in 2 or 3 minutes. It ended in 1.5 minutes. And we have match winner, AHQ. This should be a 3-1. I don't think it's a best of 7. But hey, let's check it out. And we have the boys talking. Boom. MVP going over to Jarvan. Very impressive, especially if you have a super fed Corki and Draven completely blasting the enemies. You getting MVP is crazy. Crazy, man. That is a very solid performance by this Jarvan. Let's see his damage, 7k. I mean, of course, he's not going to do a lot of damage. But look at this Corki damage, 19,000. And this is at the same amount of gold as the Draven, okay? Pretty much. A little bit more, but not too much. Let me see. This should be over now, right? Let me just make sure, guys. Let me just make sure. Yep, match MVP. This is the new thing that we've never seen before. Match 1, match 2. Yeah, the mid laner gets MVP. He honestly, look at his stats, man. He played so well in every single victory. He forced the ban on the Yasuo for the remaining... Let me just remove my cam real quick so you can see his face. Pog. There you go. And yeah, he was forcing these Yasuo bans. Like, if he played terrible on Yasuo, they wouldn't ban him, right? And yeah, as you can see, this is gonna be the bracket. We will check out this as the next thing here. And you can see 3-0. One team 3-0 ME, which doesn't seem too impressive, right? After these 2 past games. I'm not gonna lie. But Flash Wolves 3-0 HQ. So we will move on with this beautiful grand finale here. Right in that next esports video that we'll do. I'll try to have a little bit less of a break between, you know, it was like 5 days since the last one. I'll try to pump them out faster now. But yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Give me some feedback. What do you think about the commentary in these? If you want some more jokes, if you want some more proficient gameplay analysis by yours truly, you know, by the Shirku alien. Anyway, with that being said, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and all of that jazz. And leave an algorithmic comment to help the YouTube algorithm think that this is a good video. With that being said, hope you enjoyed for the 3rd time here, and peace.